Good Sunday morning. Today, I want to start off by talking about static electricity. You know what static electricity is? It happens when you're running across the carpet or sliding on the sofa and you touch someone else and there's a spark, there's a shock. Static electricity usually happens when electricity energy builds up on an object, like on this balloon, okay? When I'm rubbing the balloon on the fleece, it builds up some extra electrons, and then those can build up some electricity and even pull up my hair. I hear it going up. Now, in a few minutes, we're going to see how static electricity can help us understand our Bible lesson today. Right now is a very hard time for everyone in the whole world. There's a pandemic, and the coronavirus is making a lot of people sick, and it's changing the way all of us live. Most of us have to stay at home almost all the time, and the people who do have to work have to be very careful. They have to wear masks, they have to wash their hands a lot, they have to stay far apart from other people, and you may be doing some of those things too. All that going on makes a lot of people feel stressed or worried or even angry. So let's pretend that you are this bottle of water. Now some days things are fine and clear, just like this water. But sometimes you might be feeling a little worried. And inside you, you're feeling a little worried. You might be worried because your parents are worried. Or maybe you're kind of sad because you know some people are sick. Or some people are lonely and you know about that. It makes you a little sad. Maybe you're beginning to even feel a little bit angry. You are tired of being home all the time. It's been so long. You want to go somewhere. You want to play sports or do some of the fun things you used to do. You want to see your friends. And now, your head and your heart and inside you is not so clear like it was. Now, it's kind of dark like this water is. Do you know lots of people in the Bible felt worried too, or sad, or angry. And do you know what they did when they felt so much stress? They lamented. That means they cried out. And they said how bad they felt. And do you know who they talked to? They lamented to God. Now, David was the second king of Israel before Jesus was born. And he cried out to God when he was sick and worried about his enemies. Listen to what he said in Psalm 13. It's kind of like a poem from the Bible. He said, "How long, Lord? Will you forget me forever? How long, day after day, must I have sorrow in my heart?" Whoa! Should David have been talking to God like that? At first, we might think David was being rude, but think about it. When you're mad or worried or scared, don't you often tell your parents? As long as you're not yelling at them or hitting, they're not mad that you told them. They want you to tell them because then they can hug you and let you know they love you because they're your parents and they're there to take care of you, even if they can't fix everything that's bothering you. Now let's look again at this bottle of water full of sad, mad feelings. It is so full of unhappiness that there's really no room for anything else. And you know what? It might just start pouring out because it's so full when you get into a fight or yell or argue with your mom or your dad or your brother and sister. It starts pouring out, and here's your poor family, and now you're filling them with your unhappy feelings. Well, that's not good, is it? Instead, you need to talk to God. Let's imagine God is this balloon, okay? You're going to tell him your laments. Now, before we talk to God, you can always talk to God anytime, but because we're doing this as an experiment, we're going to charge God up with some static electricity here, I hope. And we're going to charge him up and fill him full of electricity. You're going to tell God your laments. You're going to tell him what's bothering you. And now, when you are letting all that come onto your family, God is pulling it away when you tell him, I'm tired of being lonely. I'm sad. I miss my friends. Instead of going into your family, now God is bending it towards him. Instead of there, it comes here. And he's pulling it and pulling it away. See how he pulls it away? If I move that, it goes in here. And if I pull it here, God takes care of it. And now it is making more room for good things. And he'll pull it away and pull it away and pull it away. Instead of having you yell at your family, God will pull away those bad feelings. Now let's look at you. He pulled them away. There's still some in you, but now look how much room you have for good feelings, because there are some good things happening at home now. You're with your family, and they love you, and you get extra time to play, and the weather's good outside, so you can be outside, and you can appreciate those things. And when all the bad stuff builds up again, you tell God, and he'll try and pull that away from you. He won't make the problems go away, but he can calm the feelings inside. Now, do you know, in the Bible, David remembered that too. At the end of his psalm, he remembered what God told Moses, and we talked about last week. God is always with you. And David says, but I trust in your unfailing love, Lord. I will sing the Lord's praise, for he has been good to me. So let's remember that as we say our prayer and we get ready for our week. If you would, bow your head and repeat your prayer after me. Father God, please hear my worries. Help me see that you are always with me in the love for my family, in acts of kindness, and in the strength you put in my heart. Now, don't forget that today is Mother's Day, and it's a great day to be kind, to give extra hugs and kindness to your mom, but to also to everyone in your family, so she has happy folks all around her. I hope you have a great Sunday and a great week.